Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Justin Prince, your virtual mentor. Excited that you're on this. If you get some value out of this dialogue and this conversation today, drop a 1 in the comments, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this on the replay. So I'm here with my main man, Travis Prince. This is my younger brother, my best friend in the world, and we're here at the Tony Robbins event in San Jose, California. And I'm excited for you guys to be able to meet him. Those of you that don't know him in my world, I'm excited for you to get to know him and hear his perspective. And if I had only one word of how I would describe our relationship, I want to share that with you, but I want to share with you in context to how you can use this to build a bigger team and build a bigger business and build a more productive and more effective life for yourself. And it's a word that you can apply in every area of your life. And the word is loyalty. When you meet Travis, this is just a dude, he's either in or out. It's black or white. And if he's in, he's all in. If he's going to be on your side, he's all in on your side. And so it's a really powerful relationship that we've had that way, we're brothers and we're friends, but it's like to the death. It's like, if anyone messed with him, it's game on. And if anyone messed with me, it'd be game on as well. So I wanted him to be able to share some perspectives. Now, for those of you that don't know his story, he's got an interesting background. He's been in the tech space for about 10, 11 years now. Been part of building some massive companies in the tech space. He's currently a partner in a startup tech company. It's a multi-million-dollar tech company that he's one of the owners in and one of the key kind of drivers of that business. So a lot of unique perspectives, but I want him to share with each of you this idea of loyalty and how you can apply this in your business. So with that introduction, you've got a better beard than I do, clearly. So share with us how loyalty can benefit people as they're building teams, building businesses, and building their own lives.
Well, first off, I appreciate the introduction. Justin enjoys this Facebook Live thing a little bit more than I do, but one thing I will say, I have been so impressed with how loyal your followers have been to you. They comment on this, they like, they put 1. And
that's right. If you get some value out of this dialogue today, drop a 1 in the comments. So as you go through this, whether it's on a live right now or whether it is on a replay, drop a 1 in the comments. I want to hear if you're getting some feedback and some value out of this.
So once again, I'm totally impressed with how loyal these folks have been. So Justin and I were just at lunch and we were talking about loyalty in business. And I brought up to him about a friend of mine that owns a $1 billion business, if you can imagine. Now there's some websites out there where you can go and see anonymous comments. I'm talking about like Glassdoor.com, for example, that employees will say typically about management or the owners of a company and whatnot. Now, it was really interesting to view. Here is a friend of mine I know extremely well. And he was, quite frankly, getting hammered pretty hard on this website. And I could tell by the comments that they didn't know him the way that I do. And, so as I was kind of relaying this information to Justin, he goes, well, how does this play to loyalty? And I just mentioned to him, you can never really go wrong with loyalty as long as you're choosing the right people to be loyal to. Now, in this case, they have chosen to work for this company. They have decided to receive checks from this company for the work they do. Yet they are taking an anonymous approach to go and criticize the very person that's writing the checks. Now, as you can tell, my voice is a little bit gone.
Dude,
from
a little too much Tony Robbins?
From 14 hours of Tony Robbins yesterday. but Justin asked me, well, how does that play into business? I had a point in my career where I had to go through a lot of leadership learning, and I was forced into the position, doing the best I could, but quite frankly didn't do as well as I should have. And it taught me a lot of lessons about how hard it can be to go start your own business, to go start your own team, to go be a leader. God, very rarely are people just born with all the right attributes to that. And I learned, some very hard lessons, and became so grateful to the people that were loyal to me during those hard times. I also learned, look, I've been through those situations. I'm sure many of you have as well, where you've been demoted. Maybe you've been let go. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. But I remember thinking to myself, I want to be the type of person as a leader that is so loyal to the people that are below him that if they ever get put in a position of leadership above me, that they'll do the same thing for me. And you notice that there's a synergy that comes with that. You notice that a company that has loyal employees, and once again, if it's the wrong company, go somewhere else. That's totally fine. But if you're going to be there, be loyal to them. Now, if you do that, I find there's a synergy with it. There's a growth that comes with it, and there's a maturity and a better culture that comes with it. Now, let's say you were let go by a company. One of the best pieces of advice I've ever received was the way you leave a company is actually more important and more valuable than the way you came into the company. It's extremely critical because you never know what bridge you're going to have to cross on your way back home. And so, well, I guess what I'm saying, how do you be loyal to a company that let you go? You don't talk bad on them. You move on through life, you improve, you take as much feedback, even if it's criticism, from them as you possibly can, so that you can work on those things in your next gig.
Let me jump in on this. So one of the things that you can, I think this is a lesson for all of us. One of the things is this is true of relationships, like a marriage or a breakup. It's true of friendships. If you meet someone later and say, well, hey, what happened with that marriage? And they just start jacking the other person, or what happened with that business relationship, and they just start lighting the other person up, that's like a sign of like, yikes, dude. Like, what are they going to say if our relationship ever ends, right?
Absolutely.
And so it's a pattern that you want to get into, that you always speak highly of everywhere you've been. You're always loyal to the absent.
Another piece I was taught in the business realm was...
Dude, our lighting sucks over here.
Yeah.
Whoa, step into the light.
Okay, there we go.
Sucks even worse now.
So one of the pieces I was taught in the business world was to honor the absent. If someone's not in the meeting with you, don't put them in a situation where someone else would have to step up to defend them. Honor the absent, speak highly of people. It's a great business skill to learn how to disagree with someone while still being agreeable. All of these, I think, are attributes of being loyal. It really comes down to being friends with the people you work with, and even the entity or the company that you're committing to. So those are just a few of my thoughts.
So what are some take-home messages? So if someone's watching this right now, by the way, if you're getting some value out of this, drop a 1 in the comment section. Jared, great to have you on here, brother. But drop a 1 on the comment section if you get some value out of this dialogue, out of this conversation, this idea of being loyal, being a loyal person, a loyal spouse, a loyal business professional, a loyal team builder, loyal to the people above you, loyal to the people below you, loyal to the people on the sides of you. You're just a loyal human being. So what would be some ways that someone could, if they maybe in the past either haven't been that loyal? One of the things I admire about you is if you're ever wrong, you'll just be like, look, dude, I want to apologize. Like, my bad. And you'll just kind of hit it. Just, like, be humble and just kind of move right on into it if you feel like that's something that you need to do. So maybe that's one way. If you haven't been loyal to someone in the past, maybe you did throw them under the bus and you unjustly, and even justly, but you still know going back, I shouldn't have done that. What can you do to apologize or to kind of fix or heal some of those wounds?
Apologies obviously are extremely important, but I think the number one thing is life is a journey. We're all reacting based on the knowledge we have right now, but if you continue to learn and you continue to grow from these experiences you've had where you didn't react the way you wanted to, even more valuable to you if you can learn from the mistakes that other people make. But that will get you to a place where the next time you're given that leadership opportunity, the next time you're given an opportunity, that's with us, man. Thank you. The next time you're given an opportunity to, work with and for people, you won't be making the same mistakes, and that just that will just begin to plant the better seeds. So, a couple of takeaways that I'd say: once again, honor the absent, be grateful for the work that you do have. If you see things that could improve, say them to the right channels, or just improve them. Do your best to be a part of that solution. Care enough to make to create that culture of loyalty. Yeah.
Love it, dude. Deep thoughts up in here. So, dude, we're gonna bring Travis on a little bit more often. If you would like a little more Travis action on this virtual mentor platform, drop a 2 down in the comments. If you're watching this on the replay or watching it live, and we'll bring him on, break him out of get his voice back a little bit, and so he's not talking with a hoarse voice from the Tony Robbins event. So appreciate you guys so much. If you get some value, drop a 1. If you want Travis to come back, give me a 2 down in the comments, and then also either share this or comment and like this as well. All the feedback's really valuable because it helps us to hone in on what messages could benefit you the most in your career and in your life. So appreciate you guys. Have a great day. We're gonna go rock out here at the UPW event, and we'll talk to you guys again real soon.
All right.